This, y'all, is what you call a happy accident.
We ride at dawn. Oh wait, it is dawn. Oh no, it's sunset.
Let's talk cacti.
Yeah, not my friends.
It's like they're basically saying to me, you don't need to see these petroglyphs. Saguaros as far as the eye can see.
That was my line. You stole that from me.
Lunch with a view. Getting packed up, got another Arizona adventure for you. Headed to Arizona's second largest city, Tucson. But we're not there for city life. We're there to visit our 9th national park.
Number 9.
Spelled like this, but pronounced Saguaro? Saguaro?
Saguaro. Saguaro National Park.
I'm trying, y'all.
Named after the cacti. Quintessential, what you think of in a Western movie cacti.
Yes.
Like this. We're gonna be staying at the Lazy Days KOA in Tucson, and we actually got to use our KOA rewards, which hopefully will save us a little bit of money. We're trying to get better about signing up for rewards.
It's something you might want to consider if you're doing full-time RV life.
I mean, what, we're a year and a half into it, and we just now signed up for them, so. To be fair though, we're not always staying at a KOA vacation spot, so.
And that's what we try and tell y'all. Don't do what we do. Learn from what we do. And actually, maybe they have a good answer for this out there. We're getting packed up, and we told you we just got these e-bikes recently, Aventon e-bikes. The bike rack that we had for our beach cruisers, I don't think is gonna cut it. So right now we're having to load these bikes up the stairs and into the RV. And if you know, e-bikes not very light.
Our current bike racks are only rated for about 30 pounds, I think.
We've got about 90 pounds worth of bike, I would estimate. If anyone has a good bike rack suggestion for us, please let us know in the comments below.
Especially if it's one that won't break the bank.
My bike is the biggest issue. This thing is kind of a beast, but it's awesome.
Someone also pointed out that you might be able to just take the battery out and it might get rid of a decent amount of the weight.
Yeah, they're in. And this, folks, is why you come to a KOA, because it's got all of the things. This, y'all, is what you call a happy accident. I just wanted a nice, easy pull-through site, and we ended up in one of these KOA spots that has like a stone hearth fireplace and a bar stool and table outside.
It's pretty sweet.
Pretty good for, I don't know, $45 a night after the discount.
I'll take it. Since it was a pretty long drive day, we're actually going to stay here at our KOA and kind of check it out tonight.
KOAs are always a good time. People are always out and about, and this place is actually pretty packed right now.
Yeah, and also it has a barbecue spot.
Yes, so we're gonna tool around on the e-bikes for a little bit.
But we gotta rush if we're gonna make it.
Oh, that's true. It closes at 8 for anyone that stays at the Lazy Day KOA here in Tucson.
They'll also deliver.
Yeah, and you know, we'll get a good start on the day tomorrow going to Saguaro.
Yeah.
Nailed it. National Park.
Almost too short of a ride.
That's okay. We'll ride after dinner.
We ride at dawn. Oh wait, it is dawn. Oh no, it's sunset. I don't know what time of the day.
Good news, y'all. We didn't forget our national park pass this time, but that makes us like 30% now.
Yeah, that's pretty bad though.
Not good, but welcome to Saguaro National Park, our 9th national park.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, that's how you pronounce that word right there, saguaro. Named after the cacti that can only grow in the Sonoran Desert.
It gets hot here, y'all.
Yeah, 117 degrees is the highest recorded temperature, but like honestly, that's nothing.
That's kind of like a Tuesday in Yuma.
Yeah.
Good news is that the Lazy Day KOA is about 18 miles from the west side of the Saguaro National Park and 17 miles from the east side of the Saguaro National Park. So you're actually right there in the middle. So it is an excellent location.
Yeah, that is one thing that makes this park interesting, is that it is 2 parks for the price of 1.
Yeah, the east side is more mountainous. The west side is more hiking, where you see a bunch of the large, obviously, cacti. And they say that if you only have one day, probably west side is the place that you want to go.
So we're gonna go do a little hiking, check out these cacti that everybody's talking about, and just make sure we watch out for snakes, scorpions, and whatever else might be out here.
We don't want none of that today.
Avoid placing your hands or feet in hidden areas.
6 species of rattlesnakes.
Your favorite animal.
Here we do.
All right. Did you get any useful information?
No, did you?
Yes.
Okay,
A lot.
good.
I sat down for the 5-minute video right behind you.
I just looked at the gift shop.
Okay.
Obviously completely optional. These are $2.99.
You gotta get the regional
God
stamp.
I
I mean, all right, so Victoria just got a passport. And now that this is our 9th national park, we might have to go back to some, get that stamp. But there's like a special stamp, so you gotta get that, right?
I think it's
Yep.
scam. I like this. Sticker up top, stamp at the bottom.
Stop number 1.
We thought we'd ease ourselves into this. This is only a 0.5 mile trail. It's the first one you come across after the visitor center.
The Desert Discovery Trail, and this is where, you know, you get all the fun facts about the cacti.
Discover for yourself the secrets of the desert. Look, there are some flowers.
Oh yeah.
He's presenting them to you. I think we are right on the verge of bloom season. It usually happens late spring to early summer, so we're a little bit early. But fun fact, the blooms are only open for about 24 hours, but not all of them open at once, so you have time to see them.
Right. And actually, the saguaro cactus is home to birds, bees, and bats because, you know, it gets hot and it's 20 degrees cooler inside of the cactus. Apparently these flies are big fans of Victoria out here.
All bugs are.
There's that Gila monster.
Wait, did we know that?
I don't know.
About the Gila monster?
Yeah, it's the largest and only poisonous lizard in the United States. I knew the largest, but I don't know. I don't think I knew it was poisonous.
And here I was thinking they were kind of cute.
Palo Verde. Stay true, y'all.
We are here midday, and they do recommend that you get most of these hikes done in the hotter months before 10 o'clock. That's not us today. We had stuff to do. But we do have plenty of sunscreen, water, and snacky snacks.
Yeah, and we're not doing too strenuous of hikes. I mean, you hear about people dying in Arizona all the time on some of these trails, and I don't want to be part of that statistic.
No, and we're not gonna be. You know, it's hot, but we're not gonna overexert ourselves. We're just here for the good views, so. Teddy bears are all cute and cuddly, but would you want to snuggle up next to that thing? Okay, so the second trail we're taking is Valley View Overlook 0.8 mile loop, and obviously beautiful. Saguaros as far as the eye can see.
That was my line. You stole that from me.
This is kind of our approach today. We're taking the Baja Loop, which is like a 5 mile loop, and there's several trails off of it. We're obviously shooting for the easier ones, and I think our next stop is Signal Hill, where there are petroglyphs.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. Young lady, well, older lady, was like, lots of steps, better be in shape. Thanks for the advice.
It's half a mile round trip, just so you know.
Yeah, half mile round trip on Signal Hill Trail.
Use your own judgment.
Yeah, not my friends. It's like they're basically saying to me, you don't need to see these petroglyphs. It's a hedgehog cactus.
Oh, Sonic, nice.
So this area was actually originally settled, they say, between 10,000 and 8,000 BC by the Paleo-Indian people. But these petroglyphs right behind us have not been here that long.
They say they've been here since between 200 and 1450 AD. And we've actually seen petroglyphs like these before. I think it was at Petrified Forest National Park.
Yeah, but we weren't able to get nearly as close to them.
No.
So this is actually a really cool experience.
Very cool.
Well, we're sticking around for lunch at Signal Hill because we got this really cool shaded spot, and I gotta say it's like 12 to 15 degrees cooler under this thing right here.
Minimum. It feels great.
Yeah, it's great. And looks what's right behind us. Lunch with a view.
And for today's lunch, we have some turkey sandwiches, some trail mix, for dessert, some leftover Skittles.
Oh, that's you, girl.
Cheers.
Time at National Park number 9 is slowly coming to an end, but we got a beautiful sunset on our hands first. And we figure, before we go, we'll throw some more fun facts at you. Let's talk cacti. These big arms that you see on the saguaro, they take between 50 and 75 years to grow up the first arm.
That's crazy, if they grow any at all. The other crazy thing is that the roots only grow 3 to 5 inches deep. But the thing that keeps them in place is that they grow as wide as the cactus is tall.
That's efficiency.
The other beautiful thing I find about these is that they grow fruit, and they actually allow the Native Americans to come in for their ritual and pick the fruit.
That is awesome sauce. If you want to do more hiking than we did today, we did about 3 miles-ish total, but there are hikes as long as like 13, 14 miles through this place.
You can also ride horses on some of them.
Yeah, there's about 40 miles worth of trails throughout the park.
And about 90,000 acres, which is crazy.
Unfortunately, we're not going to get to the east side of the national park, just the west side. We do hear it's beautiful, great mountain overlooks. So if you've been there, let us know how it is in the comments below and give some people some advice down there.
There's a couple other things you can check out while you're here. There is the Sonoran Desert Museum, which we passed by. It's got so much parking, it must get so busy.
That place was popping. School's not out, and there were tons of kids there today. They've got a zoo, an aquarium, a bunch of other like interactive stuff.
Other thing to mention as far as camping,
for our RVers out there.
Yeah, the Gilbert Way campground is the closest campground to the west side.
Yeah, and that's just outside of the park gates.
I don't know about you, but I feel like a kid who's been out in the sun all day. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it's one of those like fall asleep on the car on the way home from the beach kind of tired, so much sun.
Absolutely.
So again, make sure you're hydrated, sunscreened, and all that.
Yeah, but I'm really excited to see this sunset. Also, worth a mention is the old Tucson studios, which is where they used to shoot a lot of movies.
Yes.
However, unfortunately right now on our visit it is closed. They're changing management, but I've heard it's worth a visit.
It was on my list, and I'm upset that y'all are closed right now. That would have been fun. So that's a wrap on Saguaro National Park, but stick around because tomorrow morning we we got an early one, another fun Tucson outdoor adventure for you.